Okay, Mr. Harmless here, and we're working on the first lesson of area of parallelograms and triangles. Okay, so area of parallelograms and triangles. Any side of a parallelogram can be called a base. Any side can. What's going to be important is the height. The height of a parallelogram is the perpendicular distance between any two parallel bases. So in a parallelogram, all the sides are parallel. So we know that this is parallel to this side, and we know that this side right here is parallel to this side right here. But you need to have something in there that's going to have directly from one base to the other base to be that height. Okay? And then our formula, area equals base times height. Area equals the base times the height. What's interesting about this is that all area formulas are some version of base times height. Every single one of them is going to be some version of the base times the height. And I'll talk about that as we go through those things, okay? You should already know how to find the area of a rectangle. A rectangle is just a type of parallelogram, base times height. And you may have learned it as length times width is the way that you may have learned the area of a rectangle. But a parallelogram is just basically another type of rectangle. In fact, if you go, yeah, but what about this little slant thing here? Well, this is kind of neat. Notice this right here. If I were to just make a rectangle out of it, let me grab this right here. This part that if I were to take this part off, cut it off and put it over there, notice it makes that rectangle like that with that base and that height. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why this also works. If you can see that, that's awesome. If you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, here's the formula, right? This is one of the nice things about this is there's formulas. So with this thing, finding the area of this, we've got area, since it's a parallelogram, we're going to do the base times the height. So the only side I have is this side right here. It's 30. And this perpendicular distance, there's my perpendicular, right? Shows there's a right angle there. That's my height. So base times height, area equals base times height. And let me pull up my calculator here. Got it on the wrong screen. Let me drag it over here for you. All right, let's set it right there, turn it on. And so base times height, 18 times 30 times 30. All right, is 540. So the base 30, height 18, the area equals 540. And since it's area, it's going to be in meters squared. Okay. Now, there's a lot more that could be said here, but one of the things that we're assuming in geometry is that you've done some of this before, some of these area things before, found the area of some basic shapes, squares, rectangles, and such. And so the hope is that you've already known how to do some of that stuff. Now we're going to incorporate some geometry into this, okay? Some other aspects of geometry into this. So most of these things are things that you should have at least encountered at least once in your school career. If not, that's okay. I'm ready to help you with this, and hopefully you'll be able to do all these examples. Go ahead and try the exercises for the first half of this study guide.